man. He stole this land from the Native Americans. He put the Negroes in slavery. And now he's trying to kick the so-called Mexicans off their own land and talking about their illegal immigrants, man. When the so-called white man is a real illegal alien, man. That's why the so-called white man is going to pay for the things he did, man. He's going to go into slavery too, man. And he's going to be exterminated after 1,000 years. This is verse 2. It says, "For thou art the power of my strength. Why dost thou cast me off? Why go I mourning because of the oppression of my enemy?" Because right now Israel is cast off, man. But right now the gathering of the people is happening. The gathering of the elect. This is Isaiah chapter 63 verse 1. It says, "Who is this that cometh from Edom?" Edom is a so-called white man. It says, "With dyed garments from Basra. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength." Because when he comes, man, he's going to be coming in those chariots, man. And the chariots of the Most High, which people like to call UFOs. So that's the greatness of his strength, man. "I that speak in righteousness and mighty to save." And who is he coming to save? Let's find out, man. This is Matthew chapter 1 verse 21. "And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahawashi. For he shall save his people from their sins." So that's who he's coming to save, man. His people. Who's the Lord's people? The nation of Israel. The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. So that's who he's mighty and coming to save, man. His people from their sins. His people from the oppressors, man. His people from the captivity. That's who and why he's coming to save, man. This is verse 2. It says, "Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the winefat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment." So it says their blood shall be sprinkled upon his garments. That's why his garments was red like he treadeth in the winefat. See, it's proclaiming the end from the foundation, man. Just like in Genesis, it said he was going to be red from treading the winepress, man. The winefat and the winepress represents these people, man. Because when Yahawashi returns, when the person that these people call Jesus Christ returns, he's not coming back in peace, man. He's coming back to make war and to judge. He's coming back to judge the earth and to slaughter all the wicked people of the earth, man. And to enslave the rest of these nations, starting with the so-called white man. This is verse 4. It says, "For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come." So it says the day of vengeance is in the Lord's heart, man. Not the day of peace, not the day of love. It says the day of vengeance is in the Lord's heart, man. The Lord ain't coming back peaceful like everybody thinks he is, man. So it's time for you silly ass niggas out there to get right, man. Stop fooling around with all this bullshit, man. Verse 5, it says, "And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. And I will tread down the people in mine anger, and make them drink in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth." So that's Yahawashi that is talking about, man. So when Yahawashi comes back, just like he said, "Think not that I am come to send peace. I came to send a sword," man. He's coming back to send destruction, man. So it's high time for you coons to wake out of sleep, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 7. It says, "The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentile is on his way. So if the Lord came to save the natural Gentiles, man, which are the people of the other nations, why in Jeremiah it called him the destroyer of the Gentiles, man? Because the Gentiles which are from another nation, the natural Gentiles, they're going to be destroyed, man. They're going to be put in captivity. They can't receive salvation on this side, man. They're going to have to get the law, statutes, and commandments on the other side, man. Once Israel is in rulership. It says, the lion has come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy city shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. That's talking about the land of America. Because the land of America is going to be made desolate, man. It's not going to be no inhabitant in America after the thermonuclear destruction, man. Just like they show in these movies how there's always some kind of survivors, some of them deformed and fucked up from the radiation after the destruction of America. There's not going to be no survivors once America gets destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man. And we right around the corner from that. Because we right around the corner from World War III. Once we start war with Iran, that's World War III. And America is going to be destroyed, man. That saith the Bible. You don't have to believe it at all, man. Just watch when it happens, man. Watch as these martial law troops come into play, man. Watch as these race wars come into play. Watch when this dollar collapses, man. Watch when there's famines all throughout the land, man. When there's people killing people for the lack of bread, for the lack of water, for the lack of shelter, for the lack of clothing, man. Then you're going to know that the destruction of America is at hand. Then you're going to know that the prophets that was out here telling you knew the truth, man. Knew the truth of the scriptures through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Then you silly ass niggas is going to get the picture, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And that's right, that's what we're doing right now, man. We're going out on the highways and the hedges with this truth, fishing for the elect. That's before the destruction. But when the destruction comes, what's the Lord going to send out? It says, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. Because after the time of fishing is over with, man, once the destruction of America starts to take hands, then the Lord is going to send out, he's going to turn those fishers into hunters. He's going to give those fishers spiritual powers, man, to go out and hunt. To go out and hunt the wicked ass 2/3. To go out and hunt the wicked ass false prophets, man. To go out and hunt the other nations. That's coming with the destruction, man. Because all this stuff is going to happen in a domino effect, man. One after another in a rapid pace. You ain't going to have time to catch up and get comfortable, man. Just like the scriptures say, is as he that escaped from one thing and fell into the trap of another, man. Once you escape from this, you're going to fall into a trap of something else. Once you escape the race wars, you're going to fall into the trap of starvation, man. Once you escape starvation, you're going to fall into the trap of the pestilences, the diseases. Once you escape that, you're going to fall into the trap of the martial law troops, man. You ain't going to escape judgment, man. If you escape all that stuff, you're going to get destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man. So no matter what, if you're not the elect, you're not going to get saved. You're not going to get it, man. You're not going to receive salvation on this side. Isaiah chapter 26 verse 2, it says, open ye the gates, that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth may enter in. That righteous nation is Israel, man. But those that keep the truth within that nation of Israel are the elect. So those are the ones that's going to enter into the salvation of the Lord. It says, thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. That's right, man. We don't trust in the sword, man. We don't trust in the gun. We don't trust in the job security of America. We trust in the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to keep us in perfect peace, man. To keep us with a sound mind during tribulation, man. To keep us stable by the wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures during the time of tribulation. It says, verse 4, trust ye in the Lord forever, for in the Lord Yahweh is everlasting strength. For he bringeth down them that dwell on high. And who are those that's dwelling on high? That's the elite, man. So-called Jews, the banking families, man. The Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Walts, man. The elite families of the world. It says, the lofty city, he layeth it low. He layeth it low even to the ground. He bringeth it even to the dust. The foot shall tread it down, even the feet of the poor, and the steps of the needy. So once the elect, the fishers get turned into hunters, man, we're gonna hunt and we're gonna tread down America, man. We're gonna stomp America to the ground. We're gonna raise it, man. Just like the Edomites were saying to Israel during the takedown, when the Babylonians took us down, man. We're gonna be screaming, raise it, when we take down America, man. Bring it down to the foundation thereof. Recompense her double. It says, back up. But yeah, man. Other than the plagues and the angels, the Most High is going to use the elect to bring this place down. Death to America, man. And all you wicked ass people that want to stay here. This is Psalms chapter 68, verse 23. It says that thy foot. You start at verse 22. It says, the Lord said, I will bring again from Bashan, I will bring my people, which is Israel, again from the depths of the sea, that thy foot may be dipped in the blood of thine enemies, and the tongue of thy dogs in the same. So the scriptures say, man, our foot is going to be dipped in the blood of our enemies, man. That means we're going to be dancing in our enemies' blood, man. We're going to rejoice at the sight of the downfall and the slaughter of our enemies, man. And you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, who's not trying to get with this truth, you are enemies too, man. So we're going to dance in your blood too when that time comes. Psalms chapter 58, verse 1. It says, do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? That's talking to Edom, man. Because Edom they don't judge righteously, man. They don't speak righteously. They judge deceitfully. All their decrees is made through deceit. That's why it's a loophole around every law that this devil sets up. Verse 2, it says, yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Meaning every wicked thing going on in this earth, this devil has his hands in, man. This devil has a part in it, man. Every single wicked thing going on in this earth, from the bullshit doctrines, to the philosophies, to the murders, to the taking over countries, man. This devil has a hand in all of that. Namely the elites, because they're the ones who fund everything, man. They're the ones who fund the war. They're the ones who funded the slave trade. It says, verse 3, The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her